Good morning. Another day. Let's shell some corn today. So it's supposed to rain. Well, I don't know when. We'll figure that out when it rains. But we're going to do what we can between now and then. I should have wore a sweatshirt today. It's a little chilly with the wind. Yeah. Oh well. We'll be fine. Phil's going to haul corn to town. He's got 18,000 bushels contracted for fall delivery that's got to go. And so he's going to start working on that. Brock should be here shortly, coming from his real job. And we're going to shell corn. Dad's on his way down too. I'm going to get this truck and what's in the grain cart emptied and put in the overhead so that when Phil comes back, he can just load up and keep going. All right, so we've got our pit here. Corn goes in it, and then we've got a paddle drag conveyor. Brings it up, drops it into the leg, goes up the leg, down the pipe, into that bin. And I can hear it, it's going. In the meantime, we grab our bucket and grab a sample and we'll test it and just verify that it's like 16 something like the dryer says, or the combine says. 16.81. That's dry enough, but it's close. Hoo-hoo. The back was even drier. 16.3 at 59 pound test weight. What a deal. Alright, well, we got this truck emptied. It's dry. 16.2, that's good. I don't know that we're even going to fire the dryers this year, because I expect all the rest of the corn to be drier than this. So our propane company, I don't know how we're going to get a new calendar. This one's even outdated. And it's not the oldest calendar in this building, believe it or not. We got this one over here that's from 1974, so, you know, anyway. We're going to need a new calendar, and our propane company's not going to bring us any propane, so I don't know how we're going to get one. All right, we're going to go shell corn. Better do our morning oil check. Combine. Let Brock practice driving the semi. Oh, we threw a half a gallon of oil in. It's the third time this fall we've had to add a little bit. Should be the last time since we're almost done. So, engine's still burning just a little bit of oil, but it's really not too big of a concern. This is beautiful corn. Standing well. Just, I mean, ears. Giant ears. That's all we got going in. Nice sample. It's dry. It's heavy. It's, oh, this is good. 230s. 40. All right, let's go. Loss monitors at 0. That's this variety. It's just easy shelling. Good corn. I love this one. 11V76. Dang good corn. So I mentioned yesterday, this is a field that we tiled last year. The tile lines all run exactly perpendicular to the rows, and while they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be, you can feel every single, right there, one of them. They're on 60-foot spacing because this was already tiled on 60-foot spacing. We came in and split them, so yeah, it's a little rough out here, but we'll be all right. I am having all kinds of GPS issues today, which is super fun. Basically, I'm too far away from my RTK base tower to get a good RTK signal. But it occasionally catches, and then it doesn't, and it keeps shifting back and forth, and yeah, it's a problem, but we're dealing with it. It's working, kind of. Anyway, this is really good corn, though. Like 216 average. Round is at 238. It's climbing quick. It's awesome. So another one more pass, and then we get into where the chicken water stuff was used. I guarantee you we won't see a difference. But we'll see, I guess. Since Phil is focusing on hauling corn into the elevator today, he is not emptying trucks for us. So we've got 2 full trucks, and we will have a relatively full grain cart here as soon as we're done with this round. So it's time to shut her down and go empty the trucks and come back. So we're up to 26, almost 27 acres done in this field. that's just the way today is gonna go. We're gonna fill everything up and then go and empty it. Dad is down here, but he's still working on leveling off that dirt from those ditch spoils. In fact, he brought his scraper down and it's got the 4440 out over there, getting that hooked up so that he can go over there and move some dirt. There we go, zoom out. And yeah, so I could have him run the combine and then I could dump trucks, but I don't know if we're in that big of a hurry. I walked over here and was helping Dad, and all of a sudden it started pouring down rain. And then it stopped. Mostly stopped. Huh. How about that? Well, I don't think that one's going to shut us down yet. It's windy today. Well, that rain blew through real hard, real fast, but it lasted for about 30 seconds. So it's dry again. We're good to keep moving. Blowing my bucket away. All right, so I've been saying we're going to talk about our drain system down here a little bit for the last couple of days. So let's do it while we've got a few minutes here. So this was my grandpa's place when when he was alive. He lived in the house here. My dad grew up here, and the original drain system was kind of this smaller stuff over here. Actually, I couldn't tell you what was original. What I remember from this drain system was the smaller stuff over here. So we've got these two little 5,000 bushel bins that I think have been there since the 70s, late 60s maybe, I don't know, long time. That one there's a 7,000 bushel bin, a Baughman bin. That one's been there a long time too. This was the original dryer, the original drying bin. The GSI Top Dry, it's a 24 foot, holds 1,000 bushels in a batch. And that was put up in '89, if I remember right, or believe that's what I've been told. So that's what that is. We put a new burner up there a couple years ago because the old one was getting wore out. This was the original little electrical and test shack. We got a bunch of electrical stuff mounted on the outside. Not a bunch on the outside, but the main stuff is on the inside here. And it smells like mouse poop all the time. Anyway. Or not poop, pee. This little pit right here used to have a grain leg in it. So my uncle, when he was down here, my Uncle Dan, who, yeah, that's a new name for most of you guys. But anyway, he had put a grain leg in here. I think it was like just a 60 or 70 foot used one that hit these 4 bins. And that was the kind of the original, or the first grain leg that ever went in. And that's what was in that pit. In 2012, we did some significant and major drain system modifications, additions, and we added the new grain leg. It's taller. I think it's 100 foot. I could be wrong. I'm not really sure. We could count up the trunking. Maybe it's not that tall. Maybe it's 80. I don't know. Anyway, we added the new leg. We added the new top dry bin that's significantly bigger than all the other ones, as you can tell. And we put in the new pit. And we poured all the concrete and did all the formwork and stuff for this pit ourselves. I should go back and try and find the picture of all of the plywood concrete forms with braces that we did for all of these walls and stuff. It was impressive. Knowing what I know now, it was stupid and way too much work. Like, we could have done that way easier with real concrete forms, but we did it and it worked. But yeah, so we did all of this stuff. That was a pretty major drain system improvements. Several years later, I don't remember when, 16, 17, 19, somewhere, we added this overhead bin in the superstructure. So that was a little bit later, but that's gotten us to the drain system that we have now, and we are ready to make some more upgrades to it. So those 3 little bins that we've got back there, the 2 5,000s and the 7,000 bushel bin, they're old, they're too small, they're in valuable real estate, close enough to the grain leg that you can hit them with a downspout. And the foundations are not in great shape, like that one. So what we have currently planned, and we'll see if this all happens or not, but the idea is to take all 3 of these bins out after we get them empty from this year. And we'll see what we got to do with the foundations. Probably tear them out. I don't know if we can cap them or not. But we're going to replace these 3 bins with 2 bigger ones. Now we're really limited on what we can squeeze in here. This one is, I think, a 20 21-foot diameter. I think they're all 21-foot diameter. And maybe it's a 24, I'm not sure. But we've got the corner of the Quonset hut there. We've got this bin foundation. We've got that bin foundation that are all gonna stay. The idea is maybe we can squeeze a 3-foot bigger bin in. If that's a 21, we can go to a 24. If it's a 24, we can go to a 27. I don't remember what that is. These two I know are 21s. And basically we'll just eliminate this one, maybe move out this way a little bit. I think we're gonna have to tear this old leg pit out and basically put in a bigger bin there, whether that's another 27 or I don't know if we can squeeze a 30 in there or not, and go much taller, as tall as we can, and still hit them from the grain leg. That's the idea, that's the plan. We got to get all the prices and stuff around, but that's probably next summer's major project for us here. All right, so we've been putting stuff in the overhead, and you can see those little indicator things there. The bottom two are tripped, the top one is not. So each one of those is positioned so that if it's tripped, there's a full semi-load up there. So there's 2 full semi-loads in that bin. This whole truck may or may not have fit up there, but we're not gonna try it. So I flipped our distributor over to the 30-foot dryer bin. Not that we're gonna dry it, but we gotta fill the bin one way or the other. So we're gonna put it up there and just leave it at the top for right now and let Phil make that call. But this stuff is all in the low 16s, 16.3 to 16.5. There was a 16.6, I guess. So I really don't think we need to dry it. I think we just dump it and blow the aeration fan on it. All right, well, both trucks in the cart are now empty again. Let's fill them up. It is windy. We got corn stalks blowing everywhere. It is crazy windy. Windy enough that as we were shelling this corn off, the outside row there that's only been exposed for, you know, 1 round is starting to lean over a little bit. When you don't have the protection of the stalks next to it to kind of shelter that wind, it's starting to lean it over. That's not good. Good thing we're out here getting it out. Come on, Brock. The wind is so strong that it's when we're dumping full like this, it's fine because there's so much weight of the grain, but when it starts to run empty and we just got to keep getting empty to the end of the field, it almost wants to blow the grain over the top of the grain cart instead of into the grain cart. And we got these leaves blowing up everywhere. It's windy. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, there's some stuff blowing down. Dad just called me a little bit ago. He's, see that? You hear the grain? It's grain hitting the window from bouncing off of the cart. That's not good. Dad just called me. The 4440 doesn't have the necessary weight or power or traction to pull that scraper. So that's not gonna work. It was convenient because that tractor was down here and we thought, that'll work for no more than he's doing, but he said no. So he's actually gonna go grab us some lunch, grab some pizzas, and then after that he's gonna run this while I run trucks or something. I don't know, but we'll be a little more efficient. I guess Brock's got to leave a little early today. He's got some stuff for trick-or-treating with the fire department. It's Halloween. They got that tonight, so that's fine. We should get this field done pretty easily though. All right, well, we got everything full again. We're up to 41 acres done, 221. That's awesome. It's dropped off a little bit on this north side. Interesting to see when we get to the south side, won't it? But all is good here. Dad got us some pizza, so we're gonna go eat some lunch and start unloading trucks here. Phil's back for another round, so I'll get him loaded up here real quick. It is nice loading trucks fast. All right, Dad and Brock are gonna run the combine and cart. I'm gonna empty trucks. We need to get these other 2 bins ready for corn. What's the matter? We gotta put this extension on our downspout up there and open the lid up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one ready to go. That way we can start filling it with this corn that's dry right out of the field. Just on the off chance that we have some corn that's not dry right out of the field and we actually need to use our dryer, I don't really want the dryer bin to already be full, so we should start filling these other bins. Kind of like that. So we got the lid off. Hopefully that doesn't catch and blow away. I got it wedged in there and tightened down pretty good. But yeah, there's that. That downspouting leg is moving pretty good in the wind here. Look at that cable whipping around. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's get off of this bin. Hey, this is a little bin. All right, just checking stuff out. This is the one we just put that stop extension on the spout. This is only a 5,000 busheler. It's a little bin. That's why we're gonna get rid of it, I think. No power sweep in here. It does have the main center sump and an intermediate sump. And we actually have a carry-in sweep. So a sweep auger that we kind of bring in through the door if we can. Set it on this little peg. And it runs that way. Yeah. I think everything's good. We'll get our door shut here, and then the next truck we can start putting in here. Oh, we got to get the bolts. Where's the bolts? I'll find them. This door gets bolted shut because it's from the 70s, and they didn't have latches or convenience back then. Right there. This was the convenience. It came with a wrench. Bottom two doors got these 4 big bolts to hold them together. The top one, got that little latch up there that barely holds anything. That'll be fine. Nice little slide gate here. What? Pushing on it. I know it is. It's pushing on it. Last time we're filling this bin, Jack. That's what I'm hoping. All right, it's ready. Today might be my day to do some fancy filming. I got my GoPros in the combine. I should go see if I can grab one. Make Brock nervous here. What a sweet grain cart tractor and grain cart. It's pretty awesome. Looks like I'm going to have a little time before this one's full. Hit the bow, Brock. He is hitting the bow. There you go. Windy. Look at that. What is this tractor, Jack?
A farm off from
19 what?
1940 or 41.
40A.
The casting marks are from 1940 and 1941.
I see. That one's pretty cool. So that's a Farmall A, like we said. My great-grandfather bought new. Pre-World War II bought new. Been around for a long time, so that's kind of cool. This one is, I believe, a 78 4440 that my grandpa bought new. That's pretty cool, too. Alright, well, we got another truck here. And we're going into our bin that we just got ready. Let's go look in the door and see what it looks like. Probably looks dusty and we won't be able to see anything. Oh, look! A pile of corn. Working just like it's supposed to. Cool. 5 truckloads, if we're lucky. That's it. That's all that goes in there. Got that truck empty. Phil came, loaded another one out. Let's see what 1 truckload of corn in this bin looks like. Is it up on the door yet? Ugh. Just barely. I don't know if I can open this. Oh no. We got corn there. We can open the top one though. Looks like that. I am caught up. That truck's not full. In fact, he's got 2 more rounds to dump into it. So, I'm gonna walk out here and jump in the combine with Dad real quick, grab my GoPros, see if they need charged or not, and then see if we can't do some filming. I'll probably have to charge them and do it later, but that's okay. We got time. We're close. That's about the 15th balloon I have found in our fields this fall. They are everywhere. Look at these cobs coming out the back of the combine. Still got the husks attached. They tell us this is what it's supposed to look like. Whole cobs, no kernels on it. Personally, if you break them cobs apart and you can keep them out of your grain tank, it's better because they're going to break down faster. This is going to take forever to break down. But the problem is when you start doing that, then you get cobs, chunks in your grain tank, and then the people that watch your YouTube videos criticize you and tell you how crappy your combine is. And, well, we can't be having that, so we'll set it to do this instead. But it's a green combine. It's not capable of doing that. I forgot. Oh well. Look at him. Not even paying attention. Oh, it's awesome. Man, this is cool. Dad has no idea I'm here. Scare him when we jump up. Like that. Brock should be topping a truck off here. I got my cameras. I'll wait for Dad to get through here. I'm going to unload the truck and plug these in so they start charging. I'm going to go fast here. When you can keep a combine moving, we can cover ground. Doesn't take us long, even with an 8-row head. Windy, windy, windy today. It's not even going to fill the other truck. Must be worried about the weight limits on these roads. That's a joke because we're not going on the road, we're driving around the barn. It's not funny if you have to explain it. Dumping truck number 4 into our bin over here. Figure we better go and check it because yeah, it doesn't hold a whole lot more than that, so let's go see where we're at. Got 3 rings yet. We should get another truck, but we'll get this little one in there for sure and then we'll check it again. Well, crap, Bill just came back and we were loading. That bottom thing was tripped when he pulled in and we didn't have enough for a full load. Now I feel bad because I didn't reload that. Oh well, we'll put this truckload up there so we'll have the next one. And we'll do the next truckload too, but Brock will be back with a full grain cart pretty quick. He can finish topping them off. It's no big deal. Let's do stupid fun stuff for YouTube. We'll take a ride around in the cart. Turns out grain carts on tracks, they're a little rough riding too. It's alright. Ground's so hard, that's the problem. Trying to decide, I got 3 cameras, my phone, a camera on a tripod, which I'm gonna have to hold, and that one. Where's the best place to put them? Alright, I gotta pretty much stay back here out of the way to not get hit by a auger. Some corn. That's okay, we can see. Dad says, what the heck is he doing? Tank's empty, but if he shuts it off now and combines to the end and turns around, he won't make it back. So he just lets the unloading auger run until we get closer to the end. All right, we're gonna make a move here. See how we do. We're gonna get tilted. It's okay. I gotta adjust my camera. Wind blowing it right at me. Audio's going to be terrible on this, but the picture's cool. Is this one still on? Yeah, I think so. Ugh. About to the end, so we just shut it off pretty quick here. There it is. Brock will go line up to the truck. We gotta move our camera so we can see. There goes the auger. Now, of all the stupid things we've done, this is the stupidest. Staying in here while he unloads. There is a grate, so I cannot get into the augers, and we're gonna sit up here. Not anywhere close to the corn. We'd be fine. Watch how fast it unloads. Definitely not. There you go. Now we gotta go back to work. Okay, now I can get out. Last round of the field. Well, that changed the look of the area in a hurry. I'll jump across the ditch. We've actually got a new bridge over there, right by that last tree, that we can get across that ditch into that other field. So I think Dad's gonna jump over there and do those back end rows first. We could grain cart stuff across there if we want to. I don't know that we want to, but we'll see how it goes. We're gonna watch this last pass and see how many rabbits come running out the end of it. A couple years ago, 3 years ago, when we finished this last pass of this last field, or this field, there was about 15 or 20 rabbits that come running out of the last one. I've already seen a few. Let's see what we get on this one. We appear to be missing a row. How's that happen? It's because we started on the far side over there. I'm sure he just grabbed an extra one then, and it was a, yeah, more of a bonus row than a row of shame situation, but whatever. How we do? We got them all, didn't we? We got them all. That's all that's important. One, scared of me. Coming right to me, look at this. Where's all your friends? Oh, there's one, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's gonna get run over. 5 of them. Grab my camera. Somebody's on my channel.
Yeah, it could be.
Anyway, that's good corn.
Yeah, if that was a 440 antenna, maybe
Nothing jumped out. So the split between the chicken water and the rest was right where this edge is. This pass right here. There's not a firm line there because it was better up here and down here. There was more of a line up here. I don't know what would have caused that. I have an idea. We'll have to go back and check some application maps, but that's really good. Really good.
$39.
See if I can interrupt the radio here, because I want to know
Bad date. And about
if our
time,
wet weight
hey,
was the same.
Your boss is not even there, and you stuck around. Wait,
Never mind, not going to get a hold of Brock when he's right there.
Attaboy next time I see you.
What's your wet total?
941,611.
Okay, we're a little high on the combine then. Okay, it was 222 instead of 225. Bummer.
Oh, you saw
Half a ring, getting closer. I don't know if this whole truck will go in it or not, but won't get any more than that. Well, the whole truck's gonna go. Truck's empty, so just letting everything clear out. We're right up to that rafter though. I don't know if it's worth squeezing another 100 bushel in it or not. I'm gonna say not, but we'll let Phil make that call when he gets a chance to look at it. All right, there goes Phil with, I think, load number 7, I think, on the day. That's good. And I get to jump in the grain cart because Brock had to go, which is good. It's fine. It's after 5. He was a big help today and said he would be around tomorrow, which is awesome. Dad is over here across the ditch, so we're gonna pull stuff across this bridge for right now. Probably fill those 2 trucks up, and then he's gonna cut a hole through up to the house and over there, and the stuff that goes up to the side road or the other road over there. And eventually we'll get the trucks out over there. I think that's probably the best way to do it. But this will work for now. All right, Ed got a cut through the middle of this field. He's got a spot pulled out here where we can unload on these ends. This is kind of the main driveway that we use, and we'll pull trucks in and out of here. But these end rows are incredibly rough. I rutted them up terribly when we were planting here this spring. It's gonna be not fun, and you can already see how not fun it is there. Oh, it's rough. Look at them buds. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna bring a disc down. We're probably gonna bring the chisel down too. We might have to chisel these ends, but we'll fix them up. We'll get it taken care of. Out in the field, it's really not bad. It's just these ends are wet. It was late. We had to get it planted, so we got it planted. They were calling for more rain. It was time to go, so we did it. I'm not proud of it. Well, we got room to get the trucks in over here, so we're gonna take the pickup back and empty the trucks, bring them over. Well, Phil is back running trucks now because the elevator's closed, so that's good. We're getting a little bit done here. We're, I don't know, maybe up to 20 acres done in this next field here. I can't imagine we're going to work a whole lot later. It's about 7:30 now. Usually by 8 o'clock, Dad's ready to call it a night, so I don't know. We'll see when somebody comes on the radio and says it's time to quit. But we had a good day because, man, we've got to have over 80 acres done today. And if we can do over 80 acres of corn at Berkey in a day, we're having a day. That's awesome because usually we're waiting on dryers. Our dryers are sufficient, but not able to keep up with that kind of volume if the corn is at all wet. Not drying it at all, yeah, that helps. That helps. Well, we're still going. It's about 8:30. There's another empty truck, so I don't know. I guess I'll fill that one up too. Only take one more round to have it full. I keep thinking that eventually somebody's going to come on the radio and say, let's quit. But they haven't, so I just keep driving. Well, this one's going to be it, I guess. Phil said the overhead is full, and he filled the dryers. I was really thinking that we weren't actually going to start the dryers up this year at all, but this corn's about the same. It's 16.5 or so. But he wants to have some really dry corn on the bottom of the bins. Okay, fine. So he's running them. I doubt they burn for very long. Maybe he's just blowing air. He's not just blowing air. It's heat, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Anyway, those are full. The overhead is full, and now the trucks are full. Enough. And so, we're done for the night. We made it back to Waldron. There's raindrops on my windshield. It says we had a half a tenth of rain here today. All right. We had a good day. We did dang near 100 acres, 98 acres of corn today at Berkey. That's good day. So I was really thinking that it would be early to middle of next week before we got done with corn down there, but we didn't get any rain today, so that was good. We got a lot of acres done. We have big days tomorrow. I mean, we could be done by Saturday or Sunday pretty easily, I would say, at this point. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. Brock's coming in the morning. I'm going down. Oh, we're all going down. Dad's going to take the disc down and try and level up some of those ruts for us. And yeah, we'll try and shell some more corn. I do have to leave early tomorrow. Got stuff going on tomorrow evening back here, but hopefully everybody else can stick around or whatever. Just keep things moving down there. So harvest is coming to a close quickly. We have lots of other things to do, though. It's been way too windy to spread fertilizer or spray lately, but we've got both of those things to do, and we got a whole lot of tillage to do. But we could use some rain to be able to do the tillage. Anyway, have a great night. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We'll see you tomorrow.